I'm working on a song. Baby, do you think about me? Baby, do you ask about me? Baby, do you wanna be mine? Baby, do I run through your mind? Huh? Yeah. Baby, do you ask about me? Baby, do you think about me? Baby, do I run through your mind? Baby, do you wanna be mine? Huh? Yeah. That's the chorus. This one is actually really, really good. Yesterday, I think I had the lemon one. That one was okay. I had started drinking it after I brushed my teeth, so maybe that made it taste funny. But I drank this one right after I brushed my teeth too, and this one's really good. So these are really good. So this was 99 cents a box of them. A whole box, man. Couldn't beat that. But when I went back to the market, they weren't there. These pretty much are very skinny pastries. There's two of them in here. Very skinny. They taste just like a Pop-Tart. It's like $4 for a box of these. Could have sworn this was also 99 cents when I first got them. I don't check the receipt. I think they were just put in the wrong place. All right, like a very small toaster strudel. It's actually very good, very tasty. So I came to the park to read my book. It's like 12:30 right now. I have about 2.5 hours to get to work. It's a beautiful day today. It was a beautiful morning. It's very cold, but I still allowed the coldness to motivate me to get warm, you know, to get moving. And it's actually it's beautiful right now. Feels like a beautiful springtime weather, but we're not in spring, we're in January. But yeah, for those of you who watch my video, and if I come off phony, like those guys, for some reason they hang out over there. Every time I come over here, they walk away. But I just want to say, if I come off like I eat healthy, or I mean, you never see me eating vegetables, you know, which I hardly ever do. You know, I actually have a problem overeating, you know, finding comfort in that feeling of being full. And so, yeah, like last night I ate just a sandwich, you know, I didn't have nothing else, just ate. In the sandwich I put, you know, the processed meat. That's the only protein I ever really eat, is the processed fucking sandwich meat from the market. I eat a lot of bread, because that with the sandwich you have to have bread. Most of the time it's like the bimbo bread or that homemade bread or some shit like that. Like the yellowish orange, it's like a wheat bread. You know, it's just kind of starchy, you know. And I put some lettuce in it. I try not to eat too much cheese anymore. And then I put an avocado, like a half an avocado. And then I have chips, you know, Lay's. I try not to give myself too much Lay's, just enough for the sandwich and a little bit left over. I had some whatever chiles around, Tapatio, Valentina. My mom goes to this breakfast spot and she usually has some leftover, like, you know, a little cart, small little carton of chile, salsa. And then I had two microwavable fucking corn dogs, you know. It's not the healthiest shit. It's not like it's a steak or a carnivore diet like these fucking fortunate ass Americans that came up with good families and or whatever, you know. They had good mentors in their life. Now they can eat good, you know. Vegetables. They have their own kitchen. For anybody who has their own kitchen, man, you should be cooking. If I had my own spot, I would cook, you know. But to cook, you know, in a place that's not mine, it doesn't feel comfortable for me, you know. But I would love to cook for myself and for my family, but knowing that it's my spot, you know. It's just something for me. I feel more comfortable in my spot, you know. So I do struggle with overeating. That's why I exercise. I'm pretty much trying to keep up with my eating issue. I don't ever starve myself, but I do eat a lot. And when I tend to eat and feel full, sometimes I feel like I'm overweight or I'm ugly, or, you know, even right now I feel a little like bloated. But right now, in the morning before I went for my run, I made sure I got up early. You can't tell, but my eyes feel I feel pretty mellow. I'm gonna be pretty mellow at work, which I like this feeling better. I'm regulating my attitude. I'm regulating my energy. I'm regulating. I'm taking care of myself. I'm trying to be very cautious, you know. If I'm too wired up, naturally I'll move fast and I'll overachieve at work, you know. I'll go fast and I'll get anxious, you know. I'd rather just be in a mellow mood, you know, like Bob Marley said. But not on weed, not on pills, you know. I do miss smoking weed sometimes. If I had my own spot, I probably would still be smoking, you know. If I didn't always have to be around people, I would smoke, you know. I'll be more creative, you know. But I have to go be around people, and I don't want to second guess myself. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm not trying to come off like I'm this fucking health guru or anything. I just trying to stay ahead of these bad habits that I have, or these psychological voids that I go through. And yeah, I did my burpees today. I feel pretty tired. It's gonna be a long day, and it's okay. I'm gonna go get my cup of coffee, take the bus, get to work, and do my job. I forgot that it's Friday. I wanted to speak about this too when I got back, because it kind of bothers me, you know. When I got back from work, not work, I guess you call it work. When I got back from my exercise, I noticed my stepdad was there. And at first I'm like, because I know his routine. I know he's gonna be like in the kitchen area. The kitchen area, you could see it from the living room. So, but it's a small house, you know. People probably think, oh, he comes from something rich or whatever. It looks nice, you know. It's a small house, and you know, blessed compared to other humans that are living on Earth and what they have. But whether he's on the couch, but I guess he was handling his business. I forgot it was Friday, you know. I work. I'm like, oh, today's Friday, you know. I guess people know that work from Monday through Friday, they're more keen to the days, you know. So I was like, oh, he's gonna be up in the kitchen, and I kind of have my routine when I come back from exercise. I'll make myself like my peanut butter with bananas sandwich, and I'll make some oatmeal, and I'll put it in my sandwich. I have like an oatmeal peanut butter banana sandwich, fire, man. And I kind of want to sell it on the street, But I think people would buy it. I think it's really good. It's an alternative to like tamales, which are not really good for you. Not to say mine's not full of fat either, but it just gives people another option, But anyway, and then I would, take my shower, get dressed, make my lunch. But now I feel uncomfortable because I'm in another man's kitchen. And like I said, we don't really talk. At this point, I don't like to ask questions just to avoid that awkward silence that I already know the answer to. Like, oh, you're not working today? Or you're working from home today? Like, small talk, I'm not really into that. Plus, like, with silence, with people you have, like, things you never talked about, like regrets from the past, issues from the past. It's not like we don't not get along, but we don't get along. We're not really friends. And it kind of bothered me, but I was already in a low, mellow mood. I guess he like ended up going, and I couldn't help it but think like, how come you're in the kitchen? Like, you have an office, you have a little desk in the garage, but the lighting in the garage kind of sucks unless you have the garage door open. But I'm kind of thinking maybe he's embarrassed because my mom has a bunch of, not that she's a hoarder, but she just has kind of too many things she's holding on to in the garage. And it just looks like a pile of junk, and it's kind of embarrassing, honestly. I never thought about it till now. People are nosy when they walk by. And people use that street to go walk up the hill and walk back down. I'm not gonna be racist, but there's people that like to judge, and they like to be nosy and look in your garage, And yeah, I don't know. So, but this is his house. I'd just rather avoid it. So, but he stepped out for a little bit. I was able to make myself a lunch. I gotta go to the market, which I'm gonna do tomorrow. Market's not gonna be open by the time I get out of work today. And I had to do my exercise. I have to. It's my most important thing I gotta do. And yeah, even right now, he had left. I don't know, he went to the corner to the store for some reason. I'm not sure where he went, but as I left the house and I was walking on one of the blocks to come, like on my way to the park, he passed by me, I just nodded my head, let him know. I know he seen me, just let him know I seen him, but I didn't like say hi or wave him down, or he didn't stop to offer a ride, Not like I was gonna take it, but even just to like have that eye contact. Like I said, we're not really friends. And what bothers me, the truth bothers me. Not like I could deal with it personally, but the truth of the things that we all go through and what we could relate to, Anyway, I gotta read my book. I'm gonna have a good day. Can I just get a medium coffee? Yeah. And a popote, please. I'm learning with popote. And happy to me. Gracias. Nada más. The Valentine's. I need a Valentine. You be my Valentine? You be my Valentine? Yeah. I don't realize that I don't put no coffee or cream, but next time I'll tell them to put it to the top. It's all good. The quarter bus came first, so I also keep forgetting to put my watch on. Good thing about the dollar bus, it drops me off right in front of the library. So I'm gonna go see if there's any bookmarks here. So let's go walk in. If there's any bookmarks. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hope there is. Now we'll see. Any bookmarks?
Any bookmarks? What kind of bookmarks? Have you any?
The beautiful dog. It's like a coyote mixed with a deer. She asked me if I smoke. Anyway, the video shut off. I went in there and asked, I just dropped my book off at the counter. I asked the lady if there was any bookmarks. I like the ones that the young students make for the competitions that they input. So they just have some basic bookmarks. Pretty cool. Like a little tattoo, and then this is read. Ah. Anyway, I gotta pick it up. My hands are full. Peace.
Superfluous. Invulnerable.
Inscrutable.
Stratagem. Esoteric.
Disposition.
Friday, they got the right idea. Or I can't promote that. I don't know if they got the right idea, but for them it's the weekend. Ready going in right now. Got to go in at 3. It's about to be 1. I'm ahead of schedule. I could clock in probably at 2:30. I'm gonna get there a little ahead of time anyway. But maybe just 3 to 10. And then I got to work tomorrow. I got to text my sister, see if my daughter's gonna come. I'm actually nervous to see my daughter. I kind of talked to myself yesterday, told myself, like, don't try to press the issue too much, you know, to try to conceal my pain, my disposition, the way I think, what's in my mind, because I know I'm going to encounter my daughter being a little guarded with me, you know, because she hasn't seen me in a while. She's only getting older and smarter. Who knows what she's been through at her house, you know? Who knows what loneliness she's felt? Who knows what negative thoughts she's had towards me? Like, where is he at? How come he's not around me? It makes me sad right now, but I told myself just have a good day tomorrow, you know? And yeah, so I'm actually just nervous to see my kid. Like, I'm just nervous, you know? I haven't seen her in a while. I'm just nervous. She's a sweet lady. She's a friend of mine. Miss her getting off?
Yeah, mijo.
Go Raiders.
Oh my
Let me
goodness.
see your hat. Take a picture of it. You have a good day.
You too.
She's a sweet lady. Locked in. 2 more hours. I'm out of here. The little things that mean the world to me. I don't need nothing. Figuring out myself. Today or tonight, I just got off of work about 2 hours before getting off, and I only worked 7 hours today. Is the most exhausted that I felt after work or during work, like towards the end of my shift. I was already dead. I was just, had no energy. I wasn't motivated to move fast. Tomorrow I go in at 6. And so I guess I'll be able to rest a little bit. It's gonna be a shorter shift, about 4.5 hours. And it's a new day anyway tomorrow. So I should be fine. You know, I see a lot of families come in, you know, couples come in with their child. And I seen a little girl. Actually, I seen this one Asian couple. No, they weren't Asian actually. I'm not sure. But they had a little girl, and the way the father was talking to the child he was talking to her like she was just a normal human, and she was responding to him, you know. Very smart, young, little baby, like probably 2 years old. And I don't know, you could tell the guy came from a good family, you know, like a square dude. Came from a good family, and it hurts me, you know. It hurts me. My bus is coming. And then I seen another family, and their daughter had a little light up scooter, and this child had to be around my daughter's age. She was really good on that scooter, you know. That was her thing, you know. Ride the scooter while mom and dad walk through the store. And then it makes me think, like, maybe I should stop talking shit about my baby mama and her new man, so that way they could do that with my daughter at least, you know. It's a fucked up world, you know. Like, it really affected me, the sexual things that happened to me as a kid. I feel like I want to have a relationship with one woman, but am I capable? Yeah, it's a fucked up feeling, you know? Seeing these, I don't know. At the same time, maybe it'll make my daughter a little stronger than most of these kids that are... I don't know, but like I said, when you have a family that's with you and supports you, you're willing to achieve a little more, you know? You got a loving mother and father at home. You know, you're willing to sacrifice, you know? Like, you can't really second guess, or it's like as humans, we don't force it. We don't try to force a relationship. If we don't have a relationship with our parents as a young kid, and that's already been broken, that trust, it's like we never really rekindle that, you know? In some instances you do. In some instances, you know, I'm always going to encourage my daughter to do her best, you know? You know? Do your best. Do the best you can. Believe in yourself, you know? It's just like, I don't know. Things affected me, you know? Even right now, I see these couples walking in. You know, they're over here buying toilet seats and shit for their homes, you know? I'm like, man, I'm lonely as fuck. It shit makes me feel lonely. But then I'm like, man, one, I think it's lame when you have a kid and you just go have a new family. Like, you're gonna go have a new family and you know, like your other kid suffers, you know? Like, I'm gonna go, like, because I feel lonely, or I see, like, oh, someone else with their kid on the scooter, or like enjoying their life while these two loving couples over here enjoying their family or whatever. You know, no wandering eye, not wanting something more, something better, just satisfied with what they got, you know, made the right decision, you know, let life naturally take its course, you know, and settle down, you know. But because my loneliness, that'll be unselfish in me to want to go start a family, and you know, I don't want my daughter to be bitter. Like, I want her to at least say, like, fuck it, my dad was just gonna choose to be lonely because he didn't want me to be bitter. He didn't want me to be like, oh, fuck that new bitch you got, or like bitter at her sibling, that's her half sibling, that seems happier because she has her mom and dad, you know. I don't want to have these fucked up feelings, you know. So it's good to talk about it, but also what I went through too, mixed with that, also makes it seem like, damn, I want to settle down with a girl, you know, but do I have some sort of disconnect when it comes to getting to know somebody, or knowing how to go about carrying on with the relationship and loving a person for who they are, and not just like their body and fucking having sex and just like, you know, finishing or whatever the fuck, climaxing, and then having that weird feeling of like, you know, I guess it might be awkward sex after for everybody, or I don't know. I guess that's in that moment of feeling like weird, like after you both, or I don't know. I'm sure the man is more selfish. It's more easy for him to fucking finish, and then he could just be like, I'm done, instead of taking his time to want to go out and make sure the woman's pleasure too, you know. That's why pornography is bad, because it makes a man kind of be too sensitive and kind of finish too soon, you know, to be programmed to finish so soon, you know. Kind of went off a little bit, but you know what I mean. It all kind of makes sense. You know, even how to communicate with your lady when you're feeling fucked up, or how to be unselfish and be a good listener, and not even that, and to be someone who doesn't go and check out other women, you know, to be satisfied, you know. To me, I just feel like there's so many beautiful women. I still feel like I want to experience life more, which seems a little selfish still. But if I don't go experience life, will my daughter know what that is? I think she'll mirror me a little bit. I think I mirrored my father a little bit, pretending to be something I wasn't, with these tattoos. And part of that was like, whatever. My dad didn't really have, he has no tattoos really. But the tattoo thing was like just a facade a little bit, you know, making up for lack of personality, lack of confidence in myself, lack of character, just trying to attract, you know, or maybe even like, because I was bullied, maybe it was a shield or some sort of guard to not be messed with, you know. But there's so many women that I think are naturally attracted to me, like my physique, maybe, even maybe how like my appearance, like maybe my features. But my tattoos kind of like, that's where it ends, you know, because some people who are closer to their family, have good families, like have a good mom and dad, they don't want their child to be with somebody that has tattoos and stuff like that. Like, only woman that I might attract is someone whose dad has tattoos, or a woman she really has no parents to tell her like, oh, you shouldn't be with that type of person, you know, with that image, you know. Unless I make bread and I look good for myself and I already come with shit like, oh, let me marry your daughter. Well, what do you have? I already have a house. I already have I could give her a fucking car. I could provide for her, you know. But then I always I go on the defensive, and I say, oh, that doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter, you know. Just to make up for it, I guess. But in this world we live in, it does matter, especially for American people. If a beautiful woman, she sees her family with just, to her, that's the basic. A house. To a lot of these women in America, it's the basic, a house, because that's where she came from. A mom and dad, a good, happy family, the house. To her, that's basic. She wants more, you know. Her family probably got no education, but they accumulated all that through working for a company, being disciplined enough to work for a company, and righteous enough, you know, not steal shit or not fucking be lazy, come in late, irresponsible. No, they accumulated that with no education, and now they give her an education, and she expects, that's the bare minimum, you know. A good, solid woman, you know. That's the bare minimum. One that's seen respect in the household, you know. Is it bad for me to want that, even though I didn't have that? But again, maybe I'm just meant to teach because I made mistakes, you know. I made mistakes when it came to thinking I was ready to be a man, to be a father, to be a husband, you know. So I could just tell you guys, and you guys could learn. Just learn from me. I love my daughter, man. Again, like I said, I'll be lonely. I don't care. I'm not gonna be lonely to the point I'm gonna go fucking waste my money like I used to on fucking prostitutes and they go through their own shit, and they're beautiful too, and they have fucking problems, you know. Yeah, they got money, and looks like they have an apartment, they got followers on Instagram, looks like they're living the life, you know. But they look like they also have their own fucking shield up. They have their own mask on, their fake lips, their fake bodies, you know. They're insecure too. You can see it all over them, you know. But again, their market thrives off instability, lack of confidence, you know, vulnerability. I don't know. I want my daughter to know that it's not about her looks. It's not about makeup. It's about being naturally beautiful. At the end of the day, a man will take a woman with no work done than a woman that has work done. That work done, that shit. You're also only going to attract a type of person. You're going to limit yourself. You're going to limit yourself to a type of person, you know? Getting your face done. A hustler, a guy just a hustler, you know? Anyway, my bus is coming. Peace. Shit active tonight. Got the whorehouse. Got food. Got more food over there. Surprised there ain't no women walking the strip right now. It's a barbecue fucking truck over there. The active street right here, man. What if I got me a little shorty who's down to work the block? Wonder how long if I'll be able to do it right here.